We've all been there. You watch pro players drop back-to-back wins and you can't even get one. Continue watching as I'm going to go over why you aren't winning games and give you 5 ways that you can change that. The focus here is on ranked, but these can be used in pubs too. Unlike pro players, the average player can't just hold W and get a win. People have gotten really good at the game and there can only be one winner. So, how can you be this winner? Well, the first thing you want to do is think about defense. Get a note, write this down, because keeping this in mind at all times will make a dramatic impact. Now, this doesn't mean play a defensive legend, although it might be good to do so, and this definitely doesn't mean you should be ratting. But at any given time, you should be thinking about the best way you can come out of your engagement as a survivor. Know when to take fights, but also when to run. The goal of a battle royale is to be the last team standing, and the best way to achieve this is for your main objective to be on survival. When you're in a fight, keep this in mind. This leads on to my next point, which is taking the high ground or beneficial position whenever possible. You want to take any advantage you can get over your opponent. Taking the high ground or simply repositioning to a spot that puts you in a better position than them will help you win more engagements, as you're making it difficult for them to find a good opportunity to attack you. To go into a little more detail, a beneficial position generally will have cover that you can utilize, as well as a nearby route that you can take to run away if you get into too much danger. High ground is good for this as you effectively have full cover by just crouching, as well as vision over a large area. To make this easier, pick legends with good repositioning abilities like many of the legends of the skirmisher group. My next advice is to land with either one squad or just on your own. Naturally, the less enemies you have to fight, the less danger you're in of dying. Of course, there is a limit, as you have to get kills to gain more points, but landing on your own and looting a little bit can give you time to gear up and prepare for your fight. If you feel confident enough, you can put yourself in an early game 3v3 to try and pick up some kills right off the bat. But otherwise, try to land alone while thinking about where to rotate to next. But where should you be rotating? Well, going on to my next tip, when you're ready to fight, look to third party. Third partying is the act of getting the jump on 2 teams that are engaged in combat. This reduces the danger of your team getting targeted, but also lets you help pick up some easy kills. Now remember, if it gets tough, just run away. You can always try again later. If you're the one to initiate a fight on another team, then there's a good chance that unless you end it quickly, you will get third partied. And with luck being how it is, you can guarantee you'll be the team getting targeted. Alright, so on to the final tip, with that being, get to the zone before others do. For those who didn't know, zones are not random, they can actually be learned. Getting to the zone before your enemies will give you the upper hand by allowing you to set up a good early position in the final few zones. Learning the zones will allow you to rotate before the enemies even know where it will end up, but if you can't be bothered, a good alternative is to play a control legend that can check for the next zone. Alright, so to summarize, you want to focus on defense, maintain a high ground or beneficial position whenever possible. Land with either one other squad or just on your own. When you're ready to fight, look to third party, and get to the zone before others do. A common theme across all of these tips is the reduction of danger. In boxing, there's a phrase hit and don't get hit, which while obvious is hard when put into play. Using the same idea here, you want to put yourself in situations where you're in the least amount of danger possible while being able to pick off enemies. Whether this means using a long range weapon or just waiting for the right time to push, you should be focusing on survival. Try to keep all of these things in mind next time you hop into a game. Alright, so I really hope you guys took something away from this video, and if you did, then comment below. If you want more, then click here as I've given tips for every legend. But otherwise, until next time, thanks for watching.